Heads. I'm Henry, and this is Blaze the Roof. This week we're going to be reviewing. It's not quite a hot sauce. It's actually more of a marinade, but it has chili peppers in it, called Tiger sauce. Okay, it's out of New Orleans. It's made by a company called O'Reilly Foods. I'm sorry, Riley Foods, not O'Reilly. O'Reilly's auto parts. Riley Foods. It's a fourth generation. It's a fourth generation family owned company. The Tiger sauce is actually under one of their divisions called Try Me sauces. So they have a sauce division named specifically that. It was started by William B. Riley, who was a grocer. It started off as a grocery, and they just started expanding, started branching off into like coffee, then Louisiana iced tea. So you've heard of Louisiana, right? So maybe it's not as famous as Lipton, but it's still pretty famous tea. So again, this particular company is out of New Orleans. I've been wanting to do New Orleans for a while. And so, as they say in New Orleans, laissez-les bon temps rouler. Let the good times roll. That would make Louisiana the 20th state that we've reviewed a sauce from. And what makes New Orleans interesting, all right, so there's a lot, obviously a ton of history there. Some of the more notable ones are that in 1796, New Orleans was actually the first U.S. city to ever host an opera. I believe they have a noted opera house there in New Orleans. So it was named after the French ruler Orleans. And so there is, again, a heavy French, Creole, and Cajun influence in New Orleans. Nolans, as sometimes they say, right? And it is home to the Superdome, which is the largest enclosed stadium in the world. All right, so famous people from New Orleans include Lee Harvey Oswald, lone gunman in the JFK assassination. Just kidding. Dun, dun, dun. Also, rapper Lil Wayne, also noted gremlin impersonator. Also, DJ Khaled, who basically should be a substitute for the Count on Sesame Street. Also, August Alsina. I might be saying his name wrong, but who gives a shit, right? Noted entangler who got jiggy with Jada. So, also Peyton Eli Manning. If you're a sports ball fan, you might know who those two are. They've combined for four Super Bowl victories. One being my favorite, which was beating the 18-0 Patriots. That was Eli, and a ton of commercials, right? And Reese Witherspoon, beloved actress, who most recently has come out in The Morning Show on Apple TV Plus. I recommend watching it. Pretty good show. All right, so anyway, let's now look at the packaging. So, as I mentioned, it's called Tiger sauce, right? Again, it's green. I apologize to my colorblind friends out there, but it's a greenish. I'd say like I don't know. It's darker than a lime green, but it's kind of in that avocado green area. You got your orange tiger on there, and it looks like it just looks like a regular standard bottle. Like, it's nothing fancy, right? So, as you can see though, like I said, it is more of a marinade. It's very watery, so I'm not going to take a full spoonful of this because they'll probably gag me. Yeah, let's go ahead and read the ingredients here. So the ingredients include cayenne peppers, sugar, distilled vinegar, water, salt, crushed red peppers, xanthan gum, chili peppers, caramel color, sodium benzoate, hydroxylized corn protein, tamarind extract, natural flavor, which contains anchovy, oregano, cumin, and garlic powder, and it says contains fish. So the ingredient that they mention, natural flavors, which include anchovies. We're going to talk about anchovies. This is just a unique flavor, and I'm pretty sure I'm not going to find too many sauces with that. So a little bit about anchovies. So anchovies are small forage fish, typically found in Pacific, Indian, and the Atlantic Oceans. There are known to be about 144 species of this. They can concentrate domoic acid and cause what's called amnesic shellfish poisoning, which some of the symptoms include of loss of short-term memory, brain damage, and even potentially death. Very fun, right? So the best way to attract anchovies apparently is crab paste, right? So, but I wonder how they came across that, because I mean it's not like the anchovies themselves could go, crack the shell, pull out the crab meat, and mash it up into a paste, right? So, but hey, who knows? Someone figured it out, right? Anywho, so before we get any further, let's hear from this week's sponsor.
Have you ever tried to dispose of an issue, but your pet tigers won't take care of it? Well then, you need Masturbate for Tigers, made with anchovies and sardine oil. Just slather this on your problem and watch the tigers go at it. This will surely get your feline feeling frisky. Masturbate works so well, that bitch Carol Baskin endorsed this product. Why wait? Masturbate for Tigers.
Now for the moment of truth. So, smells like Louisiana hot sauce. It's interesting because there's sugar in here, but all right. It's pretty watery. I'm gonna do a little bit because again, I'm afraid of the sugar being way too syrupy and sweet, and I'm already sweet enough as it is, so any sweeter and I'll have diabetes. All right. Again, as you can see, it's a red sauce. It looks like a marinade. I already have ideas on what I would use this on, but let's see what this tastes like. So it's definitely lightweight. What little burn you get, there's a little bit on the tip of the tongue. What it tastes like is like if someone, not like duck sauce, but they got some type of sweet syrup and mixed in hot sauce into it. It's flavorful. There's a lot of obviously sugars in there. So what I would I saw some recipes, and if I were to try this, I would probably pair it up with a more potent sauce, because again, there's hardly any heat to it at all. So while it is flavorful, I'm afraid if you did like a Nashville style hot chicken that you'd have to go real heavy in the cayenne to really bring out the flavor. So if I was to do that, I would probably pair it up with a little bit more of a hotter sauce to just bring out a little bit more heat. But I could definitely see this being used on wings. I would probably again pair it up with probably some garlic cloves, Worcester sauce, and use it on a carne asada type of marinade. Yeah, I mean I would use this to marinate beef, chicken, even pork. I think it's a good enough flavor. Again, pork goes real well with sweet, so in this case, I think chicken would go real well with this as well. So, I mean, it's good. It's not like I would advise you to go out and immediately rush out and get it. And, it's life changing. No, I mean, me being someone that likes more, sour and hot food, I'll always probably default more to your buffalo style sauces. But if you want a little bit of sweetness instead, this is a good change up. So, and I think, like I said, if you cook like a good carne asada with just a little bit of something to set off or offset the sweetness, I think this could be actually a really good marinade. So it says you can use it as a condiment as well, but I probably actually only see it being used as a marinade, because again, it's a little sweet. So it's not something that I personally would use, but hey, to each their own. The one thing I would say is something that might be interesting, talking about, French style, maybe like a salmon brulee, because brulee has a little bit of caramelization. That might be pretty good for using that. And That might be something I'm going to try, actually. But we'll see. So next week, we're going to be reviewing a sauce out of Seattle, Washington called Seafire Gourmet Reaper Sauce. Should be exciting. We'll see how that goes. So once again, I'm Henry, and remember, spice up your life. Take care.
All I do is win, 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 no matter what. Got money on my mind, I can never get enough. And every time I step up in the building, everybody hands go up. And they stay there, and they say yeah, and they stay there. Cause all I do is win, win, win. And if you going in, put your hands in the air, make them stay there.
Ludacris going in on the verse, cause I never been defeated and I won't stop now. Keep your hands up, get them in the sky for the homies that ain't making it, my folks locked down. I never went nowhere, but they saying Luda's back. Blame it on that contour, the hood call it Luda Yak. And I'm on this foolish track, so I spit my foolish flow. My hands go up and down, like strippers' booties go. My verses still be serving, tight like a million virgins. Last time on a college remix, now I'm on the original version. Can't never count me out, y'all better count me in. Got 20 bank accounts, accountants count me in. Make millions every year, the South's champion. Cause all I do is win, 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 no matter what.
Got money on my mind, I can never get enough. And every time I step up in the building, everybody hands go up. And they stay there, and they say yeah, and they stay there. Cause all I do is win, win, win. And if you going in, put your hands in the air, make them stay there.
Swerving in my low low.